San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the USF Bulls and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Roadrunners headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense will go to work first. And here comes Michael Van Buren. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
This USF offense will open this drive right here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hits inside, it's Isaac. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Sells to run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Sullivan. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well run him again. Jukes his way for more. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Isaac. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Fires left. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So UTSA's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
Man, it's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Unloads it left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Fighting off the defender. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Second down to the air. Looking for a big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, it's Henderson. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's McCown. Finds the tight end. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Oh, pressure's coming, and he never had a chance.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and 1 play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And it's the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Sullivan. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. They're all over it. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice move to keep running. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped right there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page. Yeah,
and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Bulls trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Touchdown, South Florida. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Hardy. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that...
Going for the big play. He's got it way down the field. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Quick give. It's Isaac. Spins away from the defense. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Isaac. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USF.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he makes the extra point.
17, UTSA 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Working that wide receiver screen. Good, strong tackle.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Wilson's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Roadrunners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Finds a crease. It's Henderson. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Turns it upfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Wilson open on the right side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing.
Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down and 6 from their own 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Left side is Odom. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This will likely be the last play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's McCown. Out wide left, it's Campbell. Brought down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Just gets rid of that one.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Sullivan. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Isaac. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no Moss. Get it together.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
By the receiver. Gain of 18. 1st and goal, USA.
And the Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulls. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Not a lot of room to field this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Straight ahead, it's Isaac.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Van Buren. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Long way to go on second down. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Right side, it's Sullivan. Oh, what a cut! He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Bulls have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Isaac. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, looking for a man. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live.
Yeah, a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
On the run, it's Henderson. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wilson's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit. To the air, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout.
Gave him a chance, and he got it.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So we open the final period with a third down play. Gonna look downfield again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is gonna face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Guys?
Okay, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fights off a defender. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Bulls come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw one first. Left side is Rodgers. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the UTSA sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Guys?
Okay, Holly. 2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out wide right, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 29, here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And it's the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Going for it all. Upstairs to make the catch. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Out wide left, it's Campbell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Sets his feet. It's McCown. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Hits inside, it's Collins. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. Turning it on! Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one 1st down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.